Manudigital. How are you, Manu?
Hi, hello.
Direct from France. Where are you now?
From Paris.
Paris.
Exactly.
Nice
Yeah.
city.
Yeah, definitely yes.
Yes. You live there in Paris.
Yeah. Just not in center of Paris, but very close from Paris. Very close.
Okay. Nice talking to you, having you here in our show. It's a pleasure. We follow you in all the redes, en todas las redes. All your work is incredible. So thank you very much for having us here.
Thank you very much for having me. It's a real pleasure for me too to can share with you and have this opportunity together. It's very nice. Thank you very much. I really appreciate.
Bueno, estamos con Manudigital, le agradecía la conecta, él también nos agradece, está en París, en la ciudad de las luces, un golazo. Mighty.
Hi, Manu, welcome.
Welcome, bro. Thank you.
We were just watching the longest digital session. Was that in Kingston or in Trinidad and Tobago? Can you tell us a little about this long session?
Yeah, it was in Jamaica, in Kingston, Jamaica. I was record this video there is 2 years ago, and for to explain the history of this video, 5 years before, I was recording the same place, another session with Junior Cats, with a Daddy Lizard, with Famous Face, and a lot of different artists. And 3 years after this video, I came back on the same place, and everybody say, "Oh, it's the man of the video. It's Manudigital. All right, we can maybe record another video together." I say, "Yes, of course, I'm ready. When you're ready, I'm ready." So and boom, we put out the video and the keyboard and the microphone, and we record the second video, the more longer digital session ever made. So it was very crazy, because I can't imagine a lot of artists come around the keyboard around me. So it was very nice and a real honor to can share this vibe with the Jamaican great artists.
Claro. Le preguntaba sobre eso que acabábamos de mirar recién, la sesión digital más larga grabada alguna vez, y nos contaba que él la grabó en el mismo lugar donde había estado 5 años atrás, cuando fue por primera vez, que grabó a Josie Wales, a Junior Cat, a Super Cat, a un montón de estrellas de la digital era de los 80, y que cuando volvió 3 años después, le dijeron: "Hey Manu, el famoso Manu de la sesión digital, ¿podemos grabar?" Y él dijo: "Claro, yo estoy listo." Sacaron la cámara, sacaron el micrófono, conectó el pianito y a tocar. Now Manu, how did you do it? Didn't your fingers get cramped?
I don't know, man. It's like this. I don't know. I don't know. But to be honest, I am not a really good pianist keyboard player. I am a reggae keyboard player, because in the beginning, I am a bass player, not keyboard player. I started the music as a bass player during many years, and I was performed with different, lot of French artists and Jamaican artists, like a backing band, you know. And it's a long time after that I start to play keyboard, but I'm not the best keyboard player of the world, but I have the reggae vibes, and the Jamaican artists feel these vibes and this authentic reggae digital vibes, and that's why the session is very crazy every time, because the artists say, "What? Look, this guy, he played the rhythm wicked," because I have this culture and I know a lot of rhythms, but to be honest, I am not a real pianist like a lot of them. So, but it's enough to play the music.
Le decía: "Che, ¿y no se te contracturaron los dedos? ¿No te agarró un calambre?" Y me dice: "No, yo la verdad no soy un pianista." Él es originalmente bajista, que trabajó con un montón de bandas, creo que Babylon Circus.
Ahora le vamos a preguntar.
Ahora le vamos a preguntar, y fue backing band de un montón de artistas, ya te puedo asegurar que estuvo con Alvarez, y que él aprendió luego a tocar el teclado, pero bueno, que él tiene la cultura del reggae de Jamaica en las venas, entonces él tiene el estilo, la vibración, entonces él puede llevarla adelante, que cuando él interpretaba el pianito en el estilo digital, los jamaiquinos se volvían locos y decían "wicked, wicked", porque claro, es la onda que les gusta a ellos de subirse a improvisar.
Manu, and in what band did you play, and with what artist playing the bass?
I was play in different band as a Babylon Circus from France. It's a rock, ska, reggae band, very famous all around the world. I was play with different backing band with the Jamaican artists, and a lot of them, but the guy like Lieutenant Stitchy, like Jameson, like I don't remember exactly, but
Alvarez.
I never performed on stage with Alvarez. I was composed for his album with a Protogy, a combination called Strolling with Alvarez and Protogy. I was composed this tune in studio, and after that, Alvarez put some arrangement and good mix on the tracks. But I never play on stage with him. But maybe one day, we never know.
Bien, bueno, nos decía que tocó con Babylon Circus, una banda muy conocida de Francia, y después como backing band de un montón de artistas, pero que no había tocado con Alvarez, pero tocó con Jameson, bueno, y un montón más.
No, y que compuso también un arreglo para una canción que se llama Strolling, que fue un featuring entre Alvarez y Prototype.
Muy conocida. You speak Spanish? Because you understand. You understand Spanish.
Me no habla Spanish. No, just a little bit, but I understand when you translate the everything. So
what happened when you leave the bass in the backing band and you start with this Manudigital project? What was the change in your mind or in the search?
Yeah, because after many years in the musical business as a bass player, I realized it was the time for me to do my project, because my relation with the music was every time my music for other artists, other singer or other band, and never for myself. And my relationship with the music is between me and music, not me, music, and another guy. So after many years as a bass player, I say, okay, I need to stop that, to be all right with myself, and I prefer spend my time on my project and just only Manu and the music, and it's enough, and that's it. Don't too much things around to disturb my good relationship with the music.
Bueno, le preguntaba cómo fue ese cambio del bajo a hacer este proyecto personal. Dijo que lo que le pasaba era que estaba en bandas y que su relación con la música era a través de otros músicos, que él no podía hacer su música, satisfacer su búsqueda personal, y que después de muchos años se animó a alargar todo y armar este proyecto original donde es Manu y la música, y no Manu, un artista, y la música, así para formar una unión. ¿Y how do you create this original format? Because it's only you in the world, or I don't know anybody like this.
I don't know. To be honest, I'm lucky. I don't know. I'm lucky. I get some inspiration everywhere, but it's true that my project, Manudigital project, is different than other project, musical reggae projects. So it's true, but I try every time to do my things in different way. Don't follow everybody, and follow myself, and try to find a different concept every time. But I don't know where I come from exactly the inspiration, but the most important thing is everything come from sorry, I don't find the good work. Come from the jam with the music. If I jam with the music and I take a good pleasure to do that, I say, okay, maybe if I love what I do, maybe another person can love that too. So, and I start to share that. So it's very simple.
Ok, bueno, le preguntaba cómo se le ocurrió este formato original y no sabe cómo explicar bien dónde fue la inspiración, que fue de muchos lados, pero que si él ama lo que hace, cree que puede otras personas pueden amarlo, así que amar lo que hace, ¿no? Y ahí empezó. But do you start the first time? How was the first time you take your keyboard and you call an artist and you say, hey, I have this idea? How was that moment?
Before this first time, I was not record a session on video, but just jamming with my keyboard MT40 and lot of different friends, artists in the studio, and we was play during many hours like this and play all the rhythms, and lot of artists come around and sing just for the vibes, just for jam. And after different session like this, I say, oh, maybe it's can good if we record the video and put this video on internet. And I was start this kind of session with the French season, with just only French artists. Okay. And I don't remember exactly which artist was the first. Because no, maybe the first one maybe was Little Danny, but I'm not sure, because usually I record a lot of different sessions, and after I put on YouTube or Facebook every week or every month, but not in the same order of recorded. Different.
Bien, bueno, le preguntaba sobre la primera vez que pasaba esto, cómo había llegado, y contaba que en una jam con amigos en un estudio, él se puso a tocar y se fueron subiendo, y alguien dijo, esto lo tendrías que subir a YouTube, y así empezó con este proyecto. Y no se acuerda cuál fue el primero, porque muchas veces graba muchas sesiones y después lo sube en otro orden al que fue grabado, entonces no se acuerda bien. Mighty?
Sí, Manu, and tell us, when did you start working with Joseph Cotton, for example? Did you meet him in France, in Jamaica?
Yeah, because Joseph Cotton lived in France for many years, and I was meet him for the first time, maybe it was 15 years ago during a dubplate session, because I have a sound system also called Digital Sound, and we record some special dubplate for my sound, and we was set up a session with him in Paris, and after a few years I meet him again during with my friends Don Camilo, a French artist, call me and say, oh, I am friend of Joseph Cotton, and Joseph Cotton see your music on YouTube, and he want meet you to do a session or exchange about reggae music. And he organized for me a meeting with Joseph Cotton, and from this day we never stopped to work together, because Joseph Cotton is a real legend and great MCs, and it's just fantastic. He live in Paris, and it's just crazy to can share the music with the Jamaican legend close from my studio. It's very crazy.
Le preguntaba sobre su relación con Joseph Cotton, un veterano fundacional, cantante Sing J de Jamaica, que vive en París, que inicialmente lo conoció hace 15 años para grabar un dubplate, para cortar un dubplate para su sistema de sonido llamado Digital Sound, y que años después un colega de él, Don Camilo, el famoso Don Camilo, también productor de Francia, lo contactó diciéndole que Joseph Cotton había visto los videos de Manu en YouTube y quería hacer una session. Coordinaron y desde ese día no han parado de trabajar, because you have already like a big, a whole full album with Joseph Cotton, right?
Yeah. We have a full
album. And you went on tour.
Yeah, and we was there is maybe 3 years ago or 2 years ago, a tour together, European tours together, and it was fantastic, very nice, very nice tour.
Han sacado un disco completo, un LP grande, y han estado de gira por toda Europa. Y una más, permíteme ahí, Marcos.
Sí,
and now you're doing the same kind of work with UK singer Dimas J. How did you get in touch with Dimas?
With Dimas, it was different. There is maybe 4 years ago, I was on tour for my first album, Bass Attack, with the French artist called Basile. And we was performed together at a festival called Love Saves the Day in England. And Dimas was performed just before us with his band. And I see him on stage and say, what? This singer He's totally crazy. I really want to work with him. And I say, yo, Basil, go talk to this guy and try to bring Dimas on the set together. And Basil go check straight Dimas and say, yo, Dimas, please, can you come with us for the set? And Dimas say, yes, okay, it's pleasure, no problem. All right. And finally, we was perform all together, me, Basil from France, and Dimas from London, East London.
Nice.
And we was play on stage together during 1 hour, and it was crazy. And say after this session, I said to Dimas, all right, let me finish my tour with Basil, because every gigs, every show is okay. So after that, I'm gonna call you back and gonna try to work together. And finally, I link him 1 year after, and we do maybe 100 shows together all around the world. So it's crazy. I really love works with Dimas on stage. It's a very special guy, and his vibes is just crazy, full of energy. It's just incredible.
Bueno, le preguntaba si también él estaba haciendo ese trabajo con un cantante de inglés de Londres llamado Dimas J, y me cuenta que lo conoció en un festival. Él lo vio actuar y quedó flashado, y entonces le dijo a Basil, el cantante con el que estaba girando, que por favor lo traiga para subirse a la sesión. Y desde esa noche que se conocieron y participaron en una sesión de 1 hora, quedaron en alta conexión, y como Manu estaba en el medio de una gira, le dijo, cuando termine la gira, te llamo. Pasó 1 año, se conectaron y ya han tocado en más de 100 shows alrededor del mundo.
Incredible. Manu, you have a lot of videos and produced songs with a lot of artists. Do you know the number?
I just checked. There is few days ago how many videos I have on my YouTube channel, and I have 200 videos on my YouTube channel. But I have other video just only on Facebook, and just sometime only on Instagram. So maybe it's 220 different videos, I think.
And bueno, ahí le preguntaba cuántos videos tenía subidos, si sabía con cuántos artistas, y dice que 200 en el canal de YouTube, pero algunos más para Instagram y Facebook, entonces debe andar por 200, 220 y demás. And the ones that you didn't let out yet, I imagine you have there in your studio something hide, and you are going to launch then afterwards.
Sorry, the sound cut. What you mean? Can you repeat the question, please?
I imagine that you have some songs or videos hidden in your studio.
Yeah, of course. In the studio you can. I have lots of different video for the future, but not yet. It's confidential. It's top secret.
Bueno, dice que tiene un montón de videos guardados que son top secret. Do you have one artist in your mind that you want to record with and you can't yet?
Yes, of course. I have a lot of artists. I would like record some tracks with Bounty Killer, with Supercat, with Buju Banton, with why not Major Lazer. I don't know. We have a lot of different artists. I would like work with different artists, but we will see in the future. We will see the opportunity, and I don't run over the artists to try to catch them. But everything, I prefer when the things come normal, and don't rush everything, and don't rush the business. I prefer stay easy, and we will see what happens.
Ok, bueno, le preguntaba si le queda algún artista en el tintero. Me dijo que sí, Buju Banton, bueno, y varios más, pero que él no es de ir atrás del artista, perseguirlo y volverlo loco para que grabe, sino que se queda tranquilo esperando que se dé la situación orgánicamente y que se den estas sesiones.
Manu, can you share with us a little history of the making of Digital Kingston sessions? Whose idea was it? What happened over there? How was Kingston the first time you went? You recorded with mostly all of the superstars from the 80s.
Yeah.
I mean, Pat Anthony, late Pat Anthony too, was a great session. Capleton. How was it? How did you arrange them? Did you call them, or once you were in the island, things were kind of falling into place?
Yeah, for this session, it is very special because in Jamaica it's very difficult to set up the session with the artist and with everybody. It's very different, a different culture than the European culture. So for this session, I work with a friend of mine. He called Shirkan. Shirkan is a producer from Jamaica, a musician too, and video director. And he filmed every session in Jamaica. And he's a French guy, but he lived in Jamaica from long time, maybe more than 15 years, maybe 20 years. I don't know exactly. But he lived in Jamaica in Augustown, in the ghetto, from long time. And Shirkan set up for me everything for not everything, because I have a lot of different link in Europe, of course, with the Jamaican artist, but he tried to set up the session in Jamaica, to set up the day and which part in Jamaica.
Claro, le preguntaba que nos cuente un poquito cómo había organizado esto de la Digital Kingston Session, que es una locura, cómo fue el trabajo para conseguir los artistas, y entonces me cuenta que, claro, que tiene un colega, un francés que vive hace 20 años, no sabe exactamente hace cuánto, en el gueto, en la Augustown, allá en Kingston, y que él ayudó a contactar, él ya conoce la cultura, porque él dice que la cultura europea es muy distinta de trabajar que la jamaiquina, entonces que gracias a ese link, además que él tenía links que él había hecho en Europa, pero fue gracias a su contacto, Shirkan, que pudo cerrar las sesiones y poder grabarlos. Now, what do you remember, like the toughest thing about these sessions? Was it dangerous? I mean, what?
Yeah, a few sessions was dangerous, but I don't record the Ninja Man, for example, but I meet him to do a session, and I don't record Movedo, but I meet him to do a session, but it was very dangerous and for myself and for everybody. But one thing in Jamaica, it's true, Jamaica, it's a dangerous country. But if you come in Jamaica with a musical mission, and if you arrived humble, and if you respect the people and respect the culture, trust me, in Jamaica, the Jamaican people, they're proud of them culture, you know. And if you respect this culture and the people around you, no bad things can come around. Of course, you need to watch out everything if everything is okay, and of course, but if you respect the people and respect the culture and come in Jamaica with a musical mission, everything's gonna be alright.
Bien. Le preguntaba qué recuerda, si había sido peligroso grabar allá en Kingston, porque las grabaciones son metido en el medio del gueto, y me dice que sí, que claro, que es peligroso, pero que los jamaiquinos son muy orgullosos de su cultura, y que si vos venís con una misión musical, y venís con mucho respeto y con humildad, ellos se encargan de que todo esté bien, que te cuidan. De hecho, nos cuenta que habló con Ninja Man, habló con Mavado, pero no grabó. Algo, viste, bueno, pero que no, que la verdad que siempre que toca estar alerta y todo, pero bueno, fue un éxito.
How is the different, you talk about the different culture between Europe and Jamaica. What is the difference in Jamaica? What is the problem, if there are a problem?
I don't know if Jamaica have problem, because in Europe we have so much problem too, and you see now with the coronavirus, the worldwide have the problem. So everybody and every different country have them problems with the government, with everything. So it's like this. But the Jamaican culture was totally different, because it's a culture from Caribbean, and it's not the same history than France. It's not the same history, it's not the same kind of energy, it's not the same food, it's not the same language. Everything was different, but we are the human, and everybody is human, and everybody want love and share love. So we are not totally different. Finally, we have the same. We love them, the music very, very much. So we are not very different finally.
Okay. Bueno, le preguntaba cuál era la diferencia que encontraba en los problemas de producir algo en Jamaica y en Europa, y él me decía que bueno, que problemas tenemos todos en Jamaica, en Europa, más con el coronavirus que se esparció por toda Europa y demás. pero sobre todo que somos todos humanos, que aunque hablemos distintos, comamos distinto, nos vistamos distinto, todos queremos amor y que si se va con amor, todo se puede lograr, y más si es con música.
And then you went to Mexico, right? Is that the only country from Spanish, like Spanish speaking, you were into? Tell us about the Mexico experience.
The Mexico experience was crazy and was very, very, very nice. I was performed over in Mexico. There is 2 different tours. The first tour was maybe 4 years ago, and the second tour was 1 year ago. And every time it was crazy. I don't know why the Mexican people love reggae music, and especially dub music and sound system culture. I don't know why, but it's very crazy because when you arrive in Mexico and you perform in this kind of event, you realize this event is exactly the same of the event in France. It's totally crazy. Everybody know the tune from Europe, from France, and it's great. And you play the music like can you play the music in France? So it's totally very, very special. And the last tour was very crazy because a lot of gigs, a lot of show was sold out, and I was wow, what a feedback! The people give the feedback, so too much love, too much crazy. It was
which cruise did you link up with in Mexico?
Yes, it's very important. The crew linked me was Bengalo Dub and Omar Dukas from Bengalo Dub, and he works with 2 other guys, and these guys bring myself in Mexico and set up the tour for me. So all the crew from Bengalo is very nice, and all these people was cool.
Ok, me dice que México también fue una experiencia alucinante, y lo que más le flashó fue que en México la cultura dub está al mismo nivel que Francia, que se conocen todas las canciones, que es masivo, que el mexicano ama el reggae digital, la cultura sound system, y que estuvo 2 veces, en 2 ocasiones, hace 4 años y hace 1 año. Y que la crew, la gente que lo contactó y armó la gira, son la gente de Bungalow Dub.
Bien. I have a lot of saludos, regards from here. Mauro Solasi, please, with Major Laser. José Luis, Bounty Killer, please. Gonza Selecta also says that the video with Cali P is incredible, it's very real. Greetings from Mexico. I see Manu for real, dice José Luis Luna. Eso en YouTube, acá en Facebook, dice Juan Oliva, I always put him in my selectas. Come on, Manu. Bueno, more regards from all over the world.
Nice. It's
Manu, cool. I wanted to know, from Digital Pixel, your first LP, Joseph Cotton, Bass Attack, now Dub Trotter, it's purely instrumental, and it seems like it's like Armageddon sounds, like it's not Irie, cool running situation. Can you tell us a little about this project, this new album?
Yeah, for this new album, I was composed this album during my world tour. I was composed some tracks in Mexicali, some tracks in Canada, some tracks in different islands, and a lot of title of the tracks have the name of the part where I record and compose the track. And for this project, I was change little bit my mind, and usually I was play the Reggae Digital very smooth and very, very cool. And for this one, the direction, the way is little bit different. It's more dub music, but more dub electronic dub music. It's a special journey between reggae, between dub, between electro music, and I try to mix up everything and deliver this vibe.
It's the Manudigital sound.
Yeah, definitely, yes. You can recognize my touch, but in little bit different way, different flavor.
Ok, le preguntaba que él, desde su primer disco, Digital Pixel, Pixel Digital, el trabajo con Joseph Cotton, las versiones en México, Jamaica, Bass Attack, y el nuevo disco, Dog Trotter, tiene un sonido un poquito más apocalíptico, si querés llamarlo de una manera, no es tan exacto.
Nice.
No es tan
Send one,
el sonido.
send
Y entonces me dice que lo grabó viajando y que en cada lugar donde estuvo, en un aeropuerto, ponerle en Mexicali, en Manila, en Canadá, en el aeropuerto, fue grabando y tiene ese sonido y esa característica. Y además es todo instrumental. Y está experimentando no solamente con el sonido jamaiquino digital tradicional, sino que lo está llevando un poco más a la electrónica, un poco más el puente entre la electrónica, el dubstep, y es el sello de Manu. Are you planning on doing singing versions of this record with new artists?
Yeah. To be honest, lot of track is instrumental in the album, but I have lot of artists write the version for the live session. And during the future live, I'm gonna play the instrumental tracks and sometimes the same track of the album, but with the exclusive vocals, and plus the live MC like Dimas or different artists write the version too to create the excitement with the people.
Bien. Le preguntaba si él pensaba agarrar este disco y grabar nuevas versiones de estos instrumentales con artistas. Y me dice que sí, que ya hay varios con los que viene trabajando y que en la sesión en vivo es distinto. Él dobea en vivo, interpreta algunos instrumentos y además invita a estos cantantes a que hagan la versión.
Bien, Manu, how is one of your shows? How is the dynamic? We didn't have the lucky seeing you live, so we have to imagine.
But the show is different in different country, because when I perform in France, I have all my staff with me, all my crew, the sound engineer, the light engineer. I come on stage with a big screen video and I play the music, and in the same time you can find some lot of different movie on the screen, and with Dimas J on the microphone. So this vibes is this show is for the French people, and sometime in Europe, in Spain, in UK, in Germany, in the country close of France. But when I'm come in other country more far from my country, I need to take the plane. Usually I go on stage with Dapach as an MC, or Dimas, or Basil, or Mesh, different artists. Yes, with one MC. Depends who is available to do the gig with me. And I try to keep this energy of sound system every time, because I really love play the music on stage and get a good feedback of the people and shake the crowd. You know, it's my thing, and I really love that. So I try every time to give the powerful energy on the music, and try to find a good singer with me to give the good energy, very powerful, to have a very shaky crowd, you know.
Bien, bueno, le preguntaba cómo es su show, porque con Mighty no tuvimos la suerte, el pelado, one of the team PelaGatos, see you in Rotterdam, but he don't speak English, so is out of here. Bueno, y nos contaba que en Francia y en los países cercanos a Francia, él toca con su crew, con varios DJs, y él con su iluminador, su sonidista, bueno, todo el equipo de Manudigital, y cuando viaja en avión se lleva a un DJ, depende de dónde sea el lugar y quién esté disponible según la fecha para el toque, pero lo que siempre busca es respetar la cultura Sound System y darle mucha energía a la gente, y que el cantante esté muy preparado y que dé mucha energía también, porque a él lo que más le gusta es la energía del Sound System. And when you, excuse me, Mighty, and when you go to Mexico or other countries, do you invite singers of that countries like surprise or something like that?
Yeah. Sometimes, yes, I was invite some artists from Mexico, different people, and different meetings. So usually, I really love that to meet a different artist from different country and invite them with me to perform 1 or 2 or 3 tracks. Depend the vibes, but I really love do that in every country. Find a guy, so, oh, I love your vibes, come with me. Oh, really? Yes, come with us, man. Play the music. It's all about music, and it's very nice to can exchange the vibes on stage like this.
Bueno, le preguntaba si cuando va a algún país suele invitar cantantes y me dijo que sí, que cuando los cantantes se enteran de que va, algunos le escriben o le dicen, me encanta lo que hace, entonces bueno, entonces esto es música, venite, sumate, y cantan 2 o 3, 1, 2 o 3 temas según la onda que pegue con el cantante de turno.
Now, Manu, talking about your live show, it seems to be that one of your concerns, it's also that people know that you are playing the music live. Is this why you started with the tutorials and then on the live set you tilt your equipment for people to see what you're doing? And then what are the main machines that you need to have for your show for people who are watching that are producers and want to know?
Yeah, the main machine I use on the live is my MPC from Akai. This is the central machine of my live, and then I use a different keyboards to play the keyboards. On the MPC I play drum and all the percussion and sometimes few melodies. And my thing was on stage for the shows, I was do the shows without any computer, just only hardware machine for my show. But now I switch during the lockdown, because I take a lot of time with the virus, and I switch little bits to put Ableton Live and put other gear and a computer. And for the next tour, I gonna do my show with Ableton, still with the MPC, but I gonna plug the live Ableton and play with both of them.
Le preguntaba que en su show en vivo parecía que a él le importa mucho mostrarle a la gente que él está tocando en realidad y que él tiene una técnica de poner sus equipos como corridos mirando hacia el público, ¿no? Y él hace muchos tutoriales también en sus páginas para mostrar cómo toca y qué toca y enseñarle a la gente. Bien. Y después le preguntaba cuáles eran los equipos fundamentales que él necesita para su show en vivo, y me dice que el MPC de Akai 40, que es clave, que es como el corazón primordial de su show, pero que también utiliza a veces la computadora con Ableton. Antes, un tiempo, era solamente hardware, analógico, o sea, lo hacía sin computadora, pero ahora con este lockdown, con este encierro, empezó a integrar de nuevo el Ableton y está armando un show nuevo donde va a fusionar ambos estilos.
Nice. Can you show us your studio? It's the studio from the videos, and can you tell us what machines are? But because it's very interesting, and it's like a toy place.
Yeah, I gonna try to move the computer to show you what happened. So, okay, in the back you can find a different drum machine. This one on top is the Oberheim DX. It's an original digital drum machine. It was this drum machine mash up the music business in the 80s. You can find a lot of rhythm from this machine, like Doc rhythm, like Punani rhythm. Steely and Clevie from Jamaica was composed many rhythms on Drummy's label from this drum machine. You can find, of course, the MT40 on the back. You can find the DX100 keyboard. It's a old school digital keyboard, and was very used to on the reggae business, in the Punani rhythm too, on Duck rhythm too. So this part is for the vintage keyboard, and then you switch over there, and On the back, you can find other keyboards like Moog and some different effects. And then this is my main computer and a new synthesizer again. And I record all my music on Pro Tools. And then on this way, it's just the sound equipment, the compressor, like EQ, vintage EQ to put the good sound. And you can find other keyboard here, other keyboard here, other keyboard here. So you can find a lot of different keyboard in the studio.
But so, you tell us you were a bass player. You start being a bass player, and you are not a great keyboard player. You said that.
Yeah.
But I see there are 2 bass and 20 keyboards. It's
right, because when you are the bass player, but I talk for me, but I can talk for a lot of different bass player. You don't need to have a lot of bass. If you have one good bass, like a Jay's bass Fender, and it's enough to play a lot of different kind of music, because this let me show you. With this bass, you can find this bass on, for example, on the lot of album from Sly and Robbie. Okay. You can find this bass on the Michael Jackson album too. Whoa. You can find the bass on the Herbie Hancock music too. So this bass is very versatile, and you can play a lot of different kind of music. But for the keyboard, it's totally different. Of course, you have the piano sound. It's global and worldwide and every style. But when you play the digital reggae, you need to have some different sound. And that's why I use different keyboards to find the sound.
Do you have the Roland TR-808 too?
No, not here. But I have one, because all my stuff is not in the studio, because this studio is a new studio, but it's a little bit small, and I put a underground other keyboards, and sometimes I go underground and go pick up the keyboard.
Bueno, le preguntábamos que nos muestre los equipos que tenía ahí en el estudio, que está buenísimo. Nos mostró un montón de equipos, alta data para los fanáticos. I'm not an expert on equipment, so y después lo chicaneaba un poco y le decía, dijiste que no tocabas bien el piano, pero los teclados, pero tenés como 20, 30 teclados y 2 bajos, que él decía que era un bajista, y nos contaba que con un solo bajo podés hacer, no sé, si hicieron los álbumes de Michael Jackson, ahí mostraba con el mismo bajo que ese, los de Sly and Robbie y un montón más, pero que necesita un montón de teclados para lograr diferentes sonidos en el reggae digital, que bueno, por eso tiene toda esa juguetería ahí.
Okay, Manu, we're coming to the end now. We're going to leave you to your thing, but I want to know, how is the situation? How was the summer in Europe? No events at all. Is there any news of something coming up? Is there any underground sound system going on? I mean, you're not going to tell me where it is or if it's going on, but what's going to be going on? Do you have hope that maybe things are going to come back?
Yeah, but not yet, because the government in France say we can maybe go back on stage from the 31 of April. So not yet in 2021. Next year in 2021. So, but I don't know if on the 31 of April we will play on stage or not really, but this is the date. So before that, everybody don't play on stage. It's not possible.
Okay. Le preguntaba cómo había sido la escena, que se cortó todos los eventos, todo, y si había noticias de que pronto, quizás este año, y me dice que no, que recién el gobierno de Francia dijo que el 31 de abril del 2021. Así que está todo parado. So you're going to be doing some more live stream shows?
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna try to do some different live streams, and I compose in the studio a lot for my new album. So I try to use this time to get productive and don't to sleep, because I know it's easy to sleep and watch the TV, watch Netflix, say, okay, I have some time. So, but no, I prefer stay in the studio and work on different videos, different stream session and different composition for the next album.
Eso, le pregunté que en qué andaba, si podíamos esperar un próximo live stream, me dijo que sí, que claro, porque él está haciendo varios streaming sessions y está trabajando ya en el próximo álbum y que en vez de irse a dormir la siesta y mirar Netflix se va a poner a laburar.
Manu, we are near the 900 programs of PelaGatos in 15 years.
Wow.
We are, thank you. We are we have an intention to make a online festival, free online festival. Feel free to participate if you want with one song or anything. You can collaborate.
No problem, man.
It's an honor. We love your work. We always, I contact yourself like 1 year ago or more. I want to thanks to Clemens also and your manager also, that we talk a lot and we couldn't make it happen. Maybe in the future we can make, you came here and it was like a dream we have, combining you with great artists from here. I don't know if you know some artists from Argentina. I saw you record with Alika.
Yeah, with Alika, yeah. I was meet her in Mexico during different shows, and I saw her on stage, say, wow, she's nice, she's crazy. And finally, I was compose a track for her, for Alika. And that's it. It's like every time, it's just talking about vibes, and if the vibes is here, all right, we're gonna do the music.
Bien. Bueno, le preguntaba y le mangueaba a ver si se sumaba al festejo de los 900 programas. Dijo que sí, ojalá se cumpla. Y también le pregunté, bueno, le agradecía porque hace un par de años o del año pasado que vengo hablando con gente de su equipo para traerlo o para generar esta conversación. Y además le consultaba sobre artistas argentinos. Él grabó con Alika una canción que la pueden encontrar en el canal de Alika. Así que un lujazo. Here I have some question and we finish of the people. One Les Paul is asking if the mix and the master of your albums, you make it there, you make it yourself.
Yeah, if I mix myself the music.
Yes.
This is the question. Depends. Sometimes I mix myself my music. And sometimes I go in the other studio to check other sound engineer and other vibes. It's different because sometimes I am comfortable with the music and with the mix is okay. And sometimes I mix the tracks and say, no, it's not the good way. And I prefer give my music to other guys to check the music with the fresh here and say, no, move this one and put this one on top and say, all right, it's a good idea. I don't say that, but it's very important for me to don't play and don't produce my music alone. It's very important for me to spread the music with different other guys and try to find different vibes and bring different vibes on my music.
Bien, le preguntaba si él se mezclaba su música, dijo que sí, que a veces la mezcla él y si le gusta queda así, pero a veces mezcla y no logra encontrarle la fórmula y ahí va con otros productores y que para él es muy importante la opinión y la creatividad que le sumen y las vibras que le pongan otros productores a su música, porque a veces él está bloqueado o algo y le dan en la clave y bueno, ¿qué es eso? Que es muy importante que otros analicen y vean su música.
Tengo one last thing, Manu.
Yes, of course.
Can you give maybe one or two advice for young producers in a digital era that of problems you encounter that you can share?
Yeah, the most important for the young producer, especially in reggae business, is to do that and do the music just for vibes and just for love, and don't wait any money feedback, because if you do the music for the money, your music gonna take away of commercial music and sometimes is not good for reggae music. The reggae music is underground music and is it's better if you do this music with your heart and with love. And it's very important to never lose this one. This is the most important thing, because you can play the music and compose with one computer and one little keyboard. You don't need too much. You don't need, in reality, in fact, you don't need a studio like this to do a big music. You just need to get a good creativity, and this creativity need to be with a lot of love. And if you love what you do, I think other people can love the vibes too on the world. So this is the way for me.
Nice.
Yes. Ok, le preguntaba un consejo o alguna experiencia que él como productor podría compartir a los jóvenes productores de la música digital reggae, y básicamente dijo, hagan la música con amor, no esperen dinero, si llega buenísimo, pero que su objetivo no sea ese, porque si no se van a comercializar y se van a ir, que la música reggae es música con mensaje y underground, que mantengan esa línea de trabajar con amor del corazón, que no necesitas mucho equipo, no necesitas un estudio como el de él, podés tener una computadora, un pequeño teclado, pero si vos tenés claro que estás haciendo lo que amás y con eso, con tu corazón y con tu pasión, nada puede salir mal.
Bien. Nice, Manu. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure talking to you. We were waiting for this conversation, so thank you very much. And I have to ask you one favor more. Can you send regards to PelaGatos? I'm Manudigital. Regards, any regards you want.
Like a jingle.
Yes.
Yes. Greetings, Argentina. It's Manudigital. Big up PelaGatos, Reggae, the wonderful, the crazy media of reggae music in your country. Big up yourself. Thank you very much to having myself. It was a real pleasure and honor. Big up Argentina. One love.
Thank you very much, Manu. It was a pleasure. And we keep in touch. We keep in touch for the 900.
Yeah, all right. Thank you very much,
thank
guys.
You to you.
Thank you.
Manudigital en Somos PelaGatos.